Well, the first thing this morning is I have to get off-road diesel fuel for the tractors. 10 gallon for each tractor. That I cut yesterday, I'm headed out to run the tedder and get some of it tedded up. Hopefully it will dry. Well, I'm not sure you can see this or not, but this yellow rope, the old one on this tedder that released it to fold out, it broke because it was rotten. So it was kind of a task to thread this and get it the right length so that it will release both sides of the tedder. But anyway, that project took a while. But I think I've got it to where I can release it from the tractor seat. Well, good afternoon on this Memorial Day. And I did bale just a few bales of hay today. I wanted to bale some square bales, but the weather has just not been conducive. There's been no sun, in the 60s, cloudy all day, chance of rain. So I went ahead and rolled the hay up. And I used my New Holland 450 Rollabout Silage Special. One of the bales, I just went ahead and put out for the cows. There was a wet spot in the field, and so I just went ahead and set that bale out. I'll show you the others, but the baler worked fine after setting all winter, which is always a question mark. Well, here's a couple of the bales that are rolled up, and again with the net wrap everything worked. This is the pasture, and there's 14 acres over here, and this is the part that my bull ran in all winter. And I may let this grow up and get another cutting and maybe a square bales before I bring him back home. So this was just part of the field. There's another small section that goes all the way up there in the corner. And it also goes up in the woods, and there's some clearing up there, but it is not a place that you can bale hay off of. So I'm happy to get this done today, but I would have preferred to had square bales and put those in the barn. But again, I took a chance of cutting this, knew it probably wasn't going to work because of the moisture and no heat, but it's done, and I guess I can enjoy the rest of the weekend. Well, this is Memorial Day, and my project today was the vases on my parents' gravestone had come off, and so I went and got some construction glue and glued those back on, and did a couple other things. I noticed these angels that were here on the grave did not have any glue holding them. They were just sitting there, so I got that fixed. So Memorial Day project completed, and then we'll put some flowers in those vases. This was my uncle and aunt's grave, and my uncle was in Patton's army during the Battle of the Bulge. And I'm not sure how well you can see these, but this is my grandparents' grave site, born in 1897 and 1899. And if you can see, when they passed away, they did live a long life. Then also over here as well, I have another uncle, which was my dad's brother and his wife. I believe he had polio when he was younger. So that's a visit to the Memorial Day graveyard. Well, this is a water gap, and you can see it is a mess, so I've started cleaning it up, and it's going to take a while. Well, these are the pieces of logs that I drug out of the water gap, so I'm going to try and cut some of this up. Well, it's kind of interesting. My John Deere 550, it continuously has emergency brake problems. I think this is maybe the 4th time, maybe 5th time I've had to get the emergency brake repaired. Well, as you can see, I was dragging this tree out of the creek, so it didn't block it and become a mess. Well, since my four-wheeler's in the shop, which I normally haul the creek feed with it to the summer pasture, I had to put it in the bucket of the tractor. I guess I should have brought 6 bags instead of 4. Well, it is a Thursday, and the morning project was going down and get goat feed. So when you get it, you gotta unload it. And if you'll notice this truck, maybe you can't tell, it is my son-in-law's truck. Mine, 2007 GMC, is in the shop. Don't know what's wrong with it, but so my son-in-law let me borrow his truck. Well, I've got to take a little bit of a break, get a drink, and this is what I've split so far. And that little pile is actually more than you think. And this is what I've got left to split. Then I ran out of fuel in my chainsaw the other day, so I've got the rest of this log here to split. One thing about doing wood on a day like today, you get to utilize the heat that it puts out twice, once now and once in the winter. I'm just deworming cows and putting new stickers on some of them that's already lost them. Well, good morning, everyone. My initial plan was to maybe start cutting hay today, but if you look here at the ground, we had rain this morning, probably from about 3:30 to about 6:30, and I'll go over here to the rain gauge, and looks like at least a quarter of an inch, a little more. So unless the sun comes out and things change, won't be cutting hay today. Well, according to the weatherman, the rain was supposed to be over, and it is raining again right now, so it is not over. Called the cows up because, again, you can see I have estrus alert patches on them to detect heats. They were given shots 2 days ago. So I bring them up every morning and every evening to check. And this will be the last group that I need to try an AI. There's 2 cows in here that are going to calve late. 1 cow that's in this group that's already bred. Going to turn the camera around. And I know I don't have my glasses on right now. But thanks for watching this week's video. Hope there was something in there a little bit different. But sometimes each day on the farm can be a little bit different, and you just keep plugging away. So thanks for watching. Share with your friends. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And have a great weekend. Thanks, everyone.